You know that little lie we all whisper to ourselves? It's only 3 words, but it's dangerous. There is always later. We act like our ambitions have an infinite shelf life. But let's be real. That mindset is a silent trap, especially right now. We live in an era designed to distract us. Between the digital noise, the infinite scrolling, and those dopamine loops social media feeds us, it has never been easier to let a day bleed into a week, and a week bleed into a year, with absolutely zero progress to show for it. We tend to forget what time actually is. It isn't just a measurement of hours on a clock. It is the raw material of your entire existence. The person who owns their calendar owns their destiny. But the person who squanders the present moment, they eventually drown in that bitter feeling of what could have been. If you're tired of watching opportunities slip through your fingers while you're getting ready to start, I want you to listen closely. This isn't just a story, it's a wake-up call. Let's go to a bustling town where a young man named Elian lived. Now, Elian wasn't not smart. In fact, he possessed raw intelligence. He was sharp. But he had a problem. He was paralyzed by lethargy. You probably know this feeling. Whenever a deadline approached, Elian found a creative reason to push it back. His grades suffered. His life stagnated. But he kept hitting the snooze button on his responsibilities. Mentors and family members told him, "Elian, you need to respect the clock." But their warnings fell on deaf ears. He was living under the illusion that the future was infinite, wasting his energy on trivial amusements. One afternoon, a renowned scholar arrived in town. This guy was a legend, known for massive achievements and deep wisdom. Naturally, crowds gathered just to hear him speak. Elian was in that crowd. He was desperate. He couldn't understand why his peers were succeeding while he remained stuck in neutral. He thought, maybe this sage holds the key that will unlock my potential. Elian waited. He stood there until the audience dispersed and the noise died down. He approached the scholar in a quiet garden and finally dropped his guard. He confessed, "Master, I am drowning in mediocrity. I feel inferior to everyone around me. My colleagues, my neighbors, they're all moving forward. I desire greatness, I really do, yet I remain stationary. Please, reveal to me the path forward." The scholar looked at the young man. He didn't scold him. Instead, he looked at him with compassion and said, "You feel directionless, my son, because you treat time as an infinite resource rather than a dying ember. You are mortgaging the present for a future that is not guaranteed. Let me share a fable with you that illuminates the true cost of delay." The scholar began his tale. Decades ago, there was a benevolent emperor known for his immense generosity. One day, while touring his kingdom, he spotted a childhood acquaintance. This man had fallen into total destitution. He was dressed in rags, jobless, and bitter. This man spent his days complaining that the world had conspired against him. He refused to accept that his own inaction was the culprit. The emperor recognized him, and, moved by pity, he actually stopped his royal carriage. The man lamented, "Your Highness, luck has abandoned me. No one gives me a chance. I am capable, yet I have nothing." The emperor reflected for a moment. He decided to test the man. He proposed a solution. "I will grant you a life-changing opportunity. My royal treasury is open to you. From this moment until the sun touches the horizon, You may enter and carry out as many gold bars and gemstones as you desire. Whatever you retrieve is yours forever. Think about that offer. It's the dream, right? The man was ecstatic. He bowed profusely and rushed home to find sacks to carry the loot. He told his wife the incredible news. She immediately understood the stakes. She urged him, "Run! Do not waste a second. The sun is already moving across the sky." But the man replied, "Relax. I cannot haul heavy sacks on an empty stomach. I need energy first." So his wife cooked a meal. He ate leisurely, savoring every bite, convinced he had hours to spare. After the heavy meal, that familiar lethargy set in. He thought, "If I go now, I will be exhausted. A short nap will give me the strength to carry more gold later." He lay down and drifted into a fantasy about how he would spend his riches. Hours vanished. Suddenly, his wife shook him awake in a panic. It was late afternoon. The man was actually irritated that she disturbed his rest. He grabbed his sacks and finally began the walk to the palace. However, the summer heat was intense. Halfway there, he spotted a cool, shaded grove. His brain played a trick on him again. He thought, "I will sit here for just a moment to cool down. The treasury isn't going anywhere." The gentle wind was soothing, and once again, he closed his eyes. When he startled awake, the sky was a deep purple. The sun had vanished. Terrified, he sprinted the rest of the way, his lungs burning. But as he reached the palace gates, the guards were sliding the heavy iron bolts shut. He pounded on the doors, screaming for entry, but the time had passed. He remained a beggar not because fortune withheld its hand, but because he disrespected the window of opportunity. The scholar finished the story and looked at Elian. The young man stood in silence. The weight of the message crushed his excuses. He saw himself in the beggar, always preparing, never acting. Filled with a new resolve, he thanked the scholar and vowed to change. He understood now that time is the only asset that cannot be recovered once spent. Elian returned to his life, but this time with a militant focus. He ceased negotiating with procrastination. He completed tasks immediately. Gradually, the momentum built. His reputation grew, his skills sharpened, and he finally found the success that had eluded him for years. Here is the reality check for us. In our lives, time is far more precious than the emperor's gold. Think about it. Financial losses? They can be recovered. You can make more money. But lost hours? They are gone forever. We have a finite number of breaths. An ancient philosopher once noted that it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Tragically, most people only realize the value of time when they have none left. Consider this perspective if you want to truly understand what time is worth. To understand the value of 1 year, ask a student who failed their final entrance exam. To understand the value of 1 month, ask a mother who gave birth to a premature baby. To understand the value of 1 millisecond, ask the sprinter who won the silver medal at the Olympics. Those who honor time are rewarded with a life of purpose. Those who kill time are eventually buried by it. Do not be the beggar outside the closed gate. Use this moment wisely. Invest in your family, cherish your friends, and relentlessly pursue your mission. This is the only way to live without the shadow of regret. If this message resonated with you, please press the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. It really helps us spread this wisdom to others who need it. I will return soon with another lesson. Until then, remain disciplined, be grateful, and never stop moving forward.